US electric vehicle company Fisker, who have a controversial and very checkered past, have claimed that their new EV has an incredible range. In fact, it has the longest range of any electric SUV in Europe right now. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. I want to say thank you, a massive thank you to all 4,100 people who have donated to my GoFundMe campaign for my wife's cancer treatments, which costs around $10,000 per week. Here's a bit of a short breakdown on the idea of the costs involved. And yeah, it's quite expensive, but we've had to do this because of the situation we found ourselves in Australia. There was really no other choice to get the best care available. And as a result, from what you guys have done, enabling us to pay and afford this treatment, her tumor size has gone down by 50%, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much to every one of you. I'll put a link in the description to our GoFundMe campaign. You can see what we're up to there. I will have a new video very soon. US electric vehicle startup Fisker has announced that its Ocean electric SUV has achieved a combined WLTP range of up to 440 miles, which is 707 kilometers in Europe. So, I mean, this is like a real world range figure they're saying it has. If this is true, then I'm shocked. I hope this is a car that you can actually buy, because if it is, wow. According to Fisker, the Ocean SUV has the longest range of any EV, which is an SUV, in Europe. And this combined WLTP figure actually exceeds Fisker's estimate of 390 miles. So Fisker has obviously said 390 miles. Everyone's gone, yeah, we've heard this stuff from you guys before, Fisker. You guys have been known to make things up, which they have. But it looks like they were actually understating the range of the Ocean SUV, which is good news. The company says the Ocean can potentially drive from London to Glasgow or Paris to Frankfurt on a single battery charge with range to spare. The Fisker Ocean offers significantly more range than long-range SUVs sold in Europe. The Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV has 365 miles and the Tesla Model X has 351 miles. This is what Fisker's CEO Henrik Fisker had to say. From the beginning, we planned the Fisker Ocean to deliver the highest level of design, sustainability, innovation, usability, and range. We created a fantastic 5-passenger vehicle, offering our buyers range confidence and convenience in every single trip. This achievement is a major milestone for everyone at Fisker, and we're delighted the range exceeds our initial calculations. I really like the look of this electric SUV. I hope it succeeds. A lot of people think it will. A lot of people think it won't. And well, you've got to be an optimist to think it will succeed, that Fisker will succeed this time after going bankrupt. I'm pretty sure Leonardo DiCaprio isn't going to invest in the company again after losing millions of dollars. But really, if you look at the product, it looks like they've done a fantastic job. And this is the kind of car that people want. People want a car designed like this, that looks like this. Really good design. The size of the car. This is the kind of car that people will pay for now. It's not a sedan. So I think if they can produce these at a price that's, say, on par or a little bit more expensive, let's say about 15% more expensive than a Tesla Model Y, and sell them in Europe at that price range, then they could be onto a winner. But that won't be easy. Fisker expects the Ocean to receive European homologation by the 28th of April 2023. So, I mean, that's less than a month away. That will allow customers to get deliveries in the region thereafter. Who knows what that means, though? The EV maker will open the first European Fisker centers plus in Vienna and Copenhagen on the 11th of April, with additional centers and lounges across Europe and the US to open throughout 2023. Lounges, centers, sounds a lot like someone else we know that does this kind of thing. NIO. Yeah, NIO loves spending money on this kind of thing. They have NIO houses everywhere. It's like a fancy way of creating a brand and having an aspirational brand that people want to pay more for. So I'm thinking based on what Fisker is doing with their lounges and their experience centers and those sorts of things, considering they're doing that and they're not even making any cars yet, I'm going to guess they're going to be expensive. The Fisker Ocean is available to reserve and configure on the Fisker website in 3 versions: Sport, Ultra, and Extreme. And the company says some trims are sold out in several launch markets. It's referring to the fully loaded Ocean 1 launch edition, which was limited to 5,000 vehicles worldwide. When you hear the Ocean 1, it makes you think maybe they're only making one of them in the launch edition, but it's 5,000. So they're saying they've sold out of that one. All 5,000 are apparently sold. Battery chemistry. Well, I'm going to get to that in just a second, but I have to say things look very promising for the batteries that they've decided to use. So first of all, the Ocean Sport base model. What does it have? Single motor powertrain, 275 horsepower, 0 to 60 miles an hour in 6.6 seconds. That's 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. Range, 275 miles. Very similar range to the Tesla Model Y. The Ocean Ultra gets a dual motor, 540 horsepower, 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.9 seconds, so quite a fast SUV. And it has 390 miles of range. Now, it's hard to believe that a dual motor vehicle, and let's carry an extra motor, right? Dual motor vehicles, they're always less efficient. I mean, the most efficient vehicles in the world with the longest ranges right now have a single motor, right? Rear-wheel drive is pretty much what they all are. So to see this vehicle with this kind of range in a dual motor variant, it makes you think maybe they're using CATL's new Kirin battery, which has a higher energy density and a structural battery pack. And it turns out they could actually be doing just that. Now, the 390 mile of range version is the middle spec version. There's a higher spec, which is called the Ocean Extreme, and that has 550 horsepower. It'll do 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.6 seconds, and it has 440 miles of range. Crazy. That's 710 kilometers. Fisker hasn't revealed the battery pack sizes, but they have to be big. The Sport version, the base model version, kind of like this is going to be kind of a competitor to the Model Y. That one has same kind of battery chemistry as the Model Y. Lithium iron phosphate batteries coming from CATL. The Ultra and the Extreme have batteries using nickel, manganese, and cobalt or NMC batteries with cell chemistry supplied by CATL. It's almost a guarantee they'll be using CATL's new battery chemistry, new battery packs, which are cheaper than previous NMC packs and have more range, or more energy density, more pack density, and apparently they're a little bit lighter. So they could be onto a real winner here. The key is, can they be profitable? Can they make enough cars to sustain their operations? Can they make enough cars to be spending money like they're spending right now? They're spending a lot of cash to get these operations up and running, and you've got to be taking a bit of a risk by paying a lot of money for an EV, which could be orphaned within the next few years. That is definitely a pretty significant risk. But I mean, hey, a lot of people won't care about that. It's a great looking car. It's got a lot of range and a lot of power. It's almost the best of both worlds. I'm a big fan. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.